So anyway, what the fuck have you been up to?
Not much, just like working on myself, trying to build myself up.
Yeah. Keep it up, King.
Just been on the grind of the workout, trying to eat healthier.
Yeah, this is what it's all about.
And I've really noticed the difference. Like a lot of shit is clearer. But
Your skin looks better.
yeah, I feel better.
You look better.
Got out in the sun more.
Mm-hmm.
Got that serotonin coursing.
It's essential.
You're still fat, but you know it happens.
Yo, but he's a lot less
No,
fat
I
than he
know.
was.
I know.
dude.
I'm just
This
being an
boy's
asshole.
Working.
We're the fucking brothers for a reason. Sorry, got a bug in my throat.
Sounded like a cricket just trying to escape.
Yeah, you know
Yeah, it was fucking disgusting.
those smokers' lungs.
Oh god, dude, you be coughing up some. You be coughing up symbiotes from Spider-Man.
Yeah, I might have. It's been 3 years since I quit cigarettes now and switched to vapes, but I mean, I'm still on vapes, so did I really quit?
Yeah, and it's just like it's the amount of cigarettes you smoked while you smoked cigarettes that did you win.
Yeah.
Well, it was like 6 packs a day.
No, it was only 2 packs today. Most of the time, it was a pack and a half. It wasn't 2 packs, but the half a pack got me through the morning. The next day,
And then the lucky one at the end.
I stopped doing Luckies in like sophomore year, but yeah. Luckies got old quick because those are the ones that always broke. That was the shittiest cigarette to smoke. It was cool and it was to be like, yeah, you can have my Lucky, bro. But like, other than that, it was fucking stupid.
All right, cigarette tier list. Marlboro Reds.
I'm not a fan of the Cowboy Killers. That's like name brand, the top brand. That's like America's chosen brand right there. But I'm not a fan of the Cowboy Killers. And Captain Kiddo will tell you that that's the only cigarette for Americans and the only cigarette for him. But if I have to put a ranks on the cigarettes I've had, man, I gotta put Camel Blues at number 1.
Ouch.
And RJ Reynolds Company's gonna have to, you know, take the cake on the number 1 cigarette in my heart, not the Marlboro Company. But
Yeah, got you with a Camel.
actually, I think the RJ Reynolds Company owns the 3 of my top 3 favorite cigarettes, actually. No, that's not true because Marlboro owns number 3. Number 3 is the Southern Cut. Number 2 is the Winston. Number 1 is the Camel Blue.
You don't even put American Spirits up there?
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying,
like
bro.
American Spirits. I was a cigarette smoker.
I'm probably thinking of someone else.
Marlboro, American Spirits, Samoas, at the end of the day, they're all S tier because smoking is awesome.
My grandmother would say Newports.
Of course she would. She's an old white woman.
Newport Reds, though. See, I wasn't a menthol guy. Newport's the original menthol cigarette. So, like, I'm not a Newport fan. I don't like menthol, but I'm a Newport Reds fiend, bro. You got a pack of Newport Reds, dude? I would do some bad shit for a pack of Noops.
They seem pretty quality.
Yeah, so actually, the things you learn about cigarettes when you smoke cigarettes, because people that smoke cigarettes know weird facts about cigarettes, and when you're smoking a cigarette with strangers, they talk to you about those weird facts that they know. And so many cigarettes are just other cigarettes. Like an L&M. An L&M is literally a Marlboro Red. But what happens is when they're making Marlboro Reds, there's a whole bunch of shake on the conveyor belts that's left over from them making Marlboro Reds. Those are L&Ms. And they're like $4 cheaper.
Holy shit.
But it's literally a Marlboro Red. So anybody who knows their shit and they like Marlboro Reds, they smoke L&Ms.
Maybe that's why. I see L&Ms around the house, Newports.
Yep.
My grandmother must know her shit. She's been smoking for years.
Yeah, man. The first cigarette I ever smoked, my first brand was Winston's. Winston Golds. So that's because my next door neighbor, the kid that used to get me cigarettes, because his parents bought him cigarettes when we were really young. I used to get my cigarettes from him, and that's what his dad smoked. So he would just go into the store and get 3 packs of Winston's, one for him, one for me, one for the kid across the street. So
Wait, how old were you?
When I first started smoking a pack regularly, I was 11 years old.
A child called it.
But I really picked it up like 8th grade, 9th grade. It got bad because like I would buy a pack of cigarettes back then around 11 and it would last me like 2 or 3 days. I didn't get to a pack a day until I was in the 8th grade when I like had actual freedom.
Still, you are like a cartoon bully.
Listen, I know that I give that vibe off to people,
I grew up quick. I grew up mean.
Like you were drawn into life.
but I was the kid in the group that everyone picked on, to be honest, like growing up. Like,
Oh, the victim.
no, I'm not even trying to be the victim. Just I was always the slowest, stupidest, fattest kid in my group of friends growing up. We're good? Okay, my bad. But yeah, I was always the stupidest, slowest, fattest kid in the group. So like I was always an easy target, and I'm not trying to play victim. I'm just trying to like tell you guys how it was.
You got some dyslexia.
Yeah, literally. Like I was fucking stupid as shit, and I was really young, and like I don't know. I was just easy target. Like
You were a cigarette. Can we get the applause?
yeah. The Romanowski Drive crew were a bunch of fucking vagabond fucking knuckleheads, dude. All the kids on that street they're all doing horrible, I bet.
Shout out to those kids.
The only exception is probably fucking Brandon, but he like was destined for not to be a fuck up because both of his parents refused to be fuck ups, both of his brothers refused to be fuck ups, so like he's probably doing all right. The last time I heard from him, he was going to like the Mass Maritime Academy in the Cape Cod and became like a marine biologist major kind of science studies.
Some big shit in the ocean.
Yeah, he's the only one in his family that didn't join the service right out of high school. Like his dad joined 2 different branches. His mom was almost a lifer in the army. She's like a civilian EMT now, but she's like the head EMT. She's like fixed people on battlefields and shit.
Wow.
And then both of his brothers were served in the like National Guard. And then there's Brandon.
How's that for you?
Quite a tale
Ain't that
on this,
something?
Brandon.
So I actually, this is legit. I found out this recently. I know a guy who's friends with a guy that works at NASA, and his job is to measure meteors.
That's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
it's like pretty fucking impressive.
You got like fucking. That's a blurry image that you get like when they look through that shit.
Like his job is to predict if a meteor is gonna come near Earth.
That's pretty. Like it's that movie that just came out in the past year. Don't Look Up.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. That was okay.
It was all right.
7 out of 10.
It was kind of over, but it probably would be what would happen.
Yeah.
You guys know the meme with Charlie Day from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia standing in the room with all the strings? That's that guy who has to predict meteor showers. That's his office.
Everyone he sees, he's like, "Oh shit, this could be the one."
No, but speaking of movies that just came out, I saw a commercial the other day for a movie called Flamin' Hot, and it's the fucking Flaming Hot Cheetos story, how Flaming Hot Cheetos
saw
got
that.
made.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, why did they make a movie about this? But if they made a movie about this, maybe there's more
Because
to
this is the crusty finger generation.
Yeah, that's big facts.
Yeah, I mean they did like make a wave of like these are the snacks to have, but it's an impressive story. He was a janitor and just
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
he
okay.
just like sprinkled this homemade spice into the Cheetos one day, and he just brought a bag. I think he showed it to like his supervisor. His supervisor puts it in his mouth. He's like, "Oh," and then the money eyes pop up on him.
Yeah, gotcha.
Brought him to the execs, and then bam, made all that money.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I don't know how they can go further into that. Like,
No, the bigger question is, do you know any herbs and spices recipes to put into a food to make it incredible?
Some cayenne
Yeah, that's
pepper.
what it was. He was probably holding out one of the spices. They were trying to like buy him out and just buy the fucking recipe from him. He's like, no, I know these spices.
You know the recipe for Coca-Cola isn't patented? Because if they got the patent, they'd have to reveal what's in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I mean, most of the known stuff that's in it is fucking that. And also, like, the amount of coca leaves they bring in to make Coca-Cola, the medical industry uses that. So, like, the medical industry is going to veto the U.S. government on that. Big Pharma is going to say, hey, we need you to bring those in still. So, you know, they're never going to stop making Coke. A cola.
It's a big fact.
For all we know, they could still be putting cocaine in there.
No, yeah, I mean, Big Pharma is working directly with the big food companies.
It was never cocaine. They used the coca leaf from the coca plant to flavor Coca-Cola. So they never actually put cocaine in Coca-Cola. Back in the day when they used it as medicine, they just used more of the coca leaf in the actual drink.
Which would give the similar...
The numbing and nausea.
It's not quite cocaine, but it's there. It's a stimulant for sure.
Yeah, it's the coca plant by itself. Just like basically it numbs you.
They chew it all the time, and no, it gives you a little fucking energy.
Well,
boost,
yeah, it gives you a boost too, but like it gives you a really super numbing effect.
I've never experienced cocaine. And
I
never want
would
to.
love cocaine.
I'm afraid my heart would just explode if I had any.
Oh, it would, but that's the best part because you're fucking unstoppable.
We all have really addictive personalities.
Yeah.
So
Some of us are addicted to borders, to
I was actually
figure
thinking.
watching.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was
No.
actually thinking about this on my way home today. Like, literally anything could be an addiction. Like, you could be addicted to anything. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, God,
addiction is just like,
It's just a behavior
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that you just...
But sometimes, though, it's like neural dependency.
Yeah. From deep-rooted
That's where I'm at with me. Is like I'm a nicotine addict, you know? So it's like my body doesn't know anything different. That's why it's so routine. So even though it's like habitual and I'm in control, I'm really not because it's nicotine.
But be fucking thankful that it's nicotine and it's a socially acceptable thing to be addicted to. Imagine being the guy who's addicted to licking windows.
He's like in a skyscraper. And they're like, hey man, you all right? He's like, I'm freaking out.
They're holding a board meeting, like, what the fuck?
Look at his lips. They're like, hey, what are you looking at? Something out there? He's like, no, it's the window.
That guy works in a skyscraper and you know it. And he's just constantly sitting in his cubicle, fucking beaten off, fucking staring at the windows, thinking about licking them.
I want to do a movie about this. And
Okay.
And he's like emotionally attached to it. And at one point, a bird
The
lands.
liquor.
A bird lands on it. He's like, get off.
Let's do it. I'm in.
And at the climax, he licks too hard and he falls right through the window.
So there's the bitch. He works at Windex in the like corporate skyscraper building.
Yeah,
part.
right.
And like the marketing team for Windex.
He's just spitting in the bottle.
Yeah.
He's like, if I can't lick the window, I'll put me on the window.
Oh fuck! And A24's got it now.
Yep.
And it's being produced. Fuck. Yeah, like you remember that show? I think it was on Discovery Channel. My Strange Addictions.
Yeah.
There was that guy that was fucking his car,
Yes. I've seen clips of that.
and like his wife of like 16 years.
Yep.
And mind you, for her, wouldn't that be a red flag?
You would think.
Because she's like, he's not touching me. He's just fucking the
his car.
Yeah, this dude just kept sticking his dick in the exhaust pipe.
Oh.
Do you remember that show?
I do. I just remember, he'd kiss the hood and shit.
The guy addicted to eating Barbie heads.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That lady that ate couches.
Oh yeah. Didn't she like eat the stuffing out of them and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. I look at a nice couch and I'm like, delicious.
Yo, but what about 1,000 Ways to Die?
Remember Titty Titty Bang Bang?
What?
That was the breast implants one. The lady had her breast implants just explode and her fucking like
my god, in her chest,
and her heart just kind of stopped.
Fuck that.
Yeah, dude. They call it Titty Titty Bang Bang.
Yo,
It's a play on
1,000 Ways to Die was a great show, but half of those things had to be fake.
Oh God, yeah.
God, yeah.
So like,
I mean, I don't know.
But then
I thought they
again-
were based on like real news stories.
were they though?
A lot of them were, but maybe not all of them.
To be fair,
Like-
there's a lot of fucking ways to die, and there's a lot of ways to die we don't even understand.
Right. And so how much of that is Hollywood and how much of that is random article news stories from all over the world?
Well, I think ones that actually happened, like an elevator crushing a man or something.
Well, because no, think about it. The one that brings like the most memory to me is there was a guy who had a fetish for being a crocodile. Okay, listen.
You go to Florida, man?
No, listen.
I don't know. I'm sure you can pull up an article.
No. I would feel like you'd find more of a person that has a fetish for crocodiles in Louisiana, but whatever.
Oh, that crocodile.
But anyway, this man built a suit, a crocodile suit, so he could submerge himself up to his eyes in water and be able to swim like a crocodile. He built a whole suit. It was like it made him like cold-blooded so that he could stay in the water for as long as he wanted. He built a whole cosmetic jaw and shit so he could open and close his mouth with all the teeth.
I don't know the way cosplayers are today.
This is where I'm going with this. He had the tail, he had everything. He puts the suit on too far away from the water. It's like 100 degrees out that day. The suit's made of latex, and he can't crawl in the sand from the sand to the water and cool down before he fucking dies. And he couldn't get the suit off by himself, and he was all by himself because it was a weird fetish that he didn't want to tell anybody about. So, that being said, mind you, I'm like 7 years old, 8 years old watching this. And so that's one of the 1,000 Ways to Die. But like that can't be real because people that have
Crocodile fetishes aren't that stupid?
right, because they have, if you have enough money to build a crocodile suit to those specs, you have money, which means you have a job, which means you're not an idiot.
See, being poor sucks because I can't be a crocodile.
Right.
No, but my father told me one thing, and he was like, son, if you're going to pretend to be a crocodile, do it right. To avoid situations like that.
That guy listened.
Yeah, like everybody probably has a weird fetish for fucking something. And there are these weirdos out there that lick windows and pretend to be crocodiles. Like their personalities are animals sometimes. We know how that goes. It's fucking crazy out there. People are fucking nuts.
We should just annex the West Coast.
Everything needs to go. We need to start over.
The 3 states that touch the Pacific Ocean: California, Oregon, Washington. And it's a shame because a lot of Oregon and a lot of Washington are beautiful and normal and not polluted. But the seeds are sown too deep in their fucking major cities on that side of the country, and they just need to go away.
The U.S. should be divided into 4 quadrants, and there should be 4 states.
With 4 different presidents?
Yeah.
Are you saying our country's too big to run efficiently?
Yes.
So New England, the South, the Southwest, and the Northwest?
Yeah, quadrant 1, quadrant 2,
Are you
quadrant 3, and quadrant 4.
And are you going to put a capital in the center?
Oh, I'm going to host a giant 4-square match.
Nathaniel for president?
Is it to the death?
No more capitals.
What quadrant do you want to be president of? Because
Yes.
there's 3 of us here. That means somebody's got to be honorary 4th president.
Publicly 1, shadowing 2.
I want quadrant 4.
Shut up.
Why? I just want quadrant 4.
Can I just have a nice house?
What quadrant do you want to live in?
Either the deep south or
I'll put you up in 2. See how you do.
He
All
said
right.
up in 2, which means you're in the Pacific Northwest. Because he's not going to put you here. He knows how you do
anywhere
here.
but there, please.
Nate's going to get addicted to the rain. He's going to kill himself like Kurt.
Yo, and Hawaii and Alaska are 2 separate states now. They're 2 countries now.
They gained independence.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yep.
Who died and made you Civ?
I had a vision.
Is
Talk
this-
to God.
Okay. Well, let's start a cult.
It's about time. There's because there's like a weird fetish for everybody. There's probably somebody that's gonna hear this at some point
And be like,
and they jack off to people talking about fetishes on podcasts.
excuse me?
Just you wait.
Oh, they're talking about the Gator Boy today.
Oh, man.
Or like a guy that's just like, he's like, yeah, this show's cool. And he's like, he's also thinking about like pretending to be a crocodile. And then that part comes up and he's like, oh man.
He's like, God damn
Sells
it,
all
they're
his
on to me.
possessions and moves to Egypt and tries to get into the Nile.
Talk to God.
Going in. And I'm not coming out.
That's what I should have said when I quit my job this week.
Talk to God. He told me to quit this job, start a mission,
I'm going to build an ark. Build it and they will come.
build it, and they will come, baby. Let's build a church in Maine. We won't tell anyone about it. We won't. They'll just find it. We'll build it,
They'll find their way to God.
and they'll come. Let's start a cult, boys. We could do it. This podcast might suck, but we could totally start a cult.
Join our cult. That's all. That's what we're all about now.
Meet us up in Belfast, Maine.
You
Find the church.
You can reach us at fucking cult@gmail.com.
Times have changed, and so do you. Need to too.
We have 6 bunkers and 3 mega churches.
That's right.
Bring the family.
And we're coming to a town near you.
Nah, we're staying in one spot. Rural Maine.
Oh yeah, right.
God will come to you.
Yep.
And he'll bring you to us.
That's right.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna start using that. Talk to God.
Yeah, I think I'm
Talk to
gonna
God.
too. I like that a lot.
His will my hands.
Our subjects
We're be-
approach us and we're just.
God damn it.
Talk
We're
to
gonna
God.
start a cult.
Oh.
I give us 5 years.
I said I quit, and they were like, "Well, what do you want? We give you anything." All right, I'm like, all right. Here's the deal. I'm gonna sit in your fucking office for starters, and you're gonna refer to me as the apostle.
You get fired.
I should have proposed. I should have been like 10 goats, 3 of your fattest women.
You should have just fucked with him, but in real life situations, you don't think of that shit. I hate that.
No, but I had a moment today. You know when Don Corleone has the meeting with all the other Dons.
That's one of my favorite parts.
That's how I had a kind of moment like that because the whole room was just shook and I was just going off.
I love
I was
that
like,
for you.
I was like, the corporate retail is a fucking soul sucking experience. And they all have like wide eyes and
When
drop
did this
jaws.
conversation happen?
Yesterday.
So they all went home last night and told their significant others or their pillows about what happened that day.
Absolutely. And they were all sweating dicks.
That's so funny.
It was one of the coolest things I've ever fucking done.
What-
And they like, somebody commented, they were like, you've just been giddy and smiling all the time now.
Yeah.
Because that's all, I can't stop smiling since it happened.
That's what happens when a man becomes unhinged.
Everything's on fire and I'm just laughing.
You remember Killdozer,
Of
right?
course, I remember Killdozer. I see posts about. I'm on I follow a Killdozer meme page, and they post daily things about Killdozer.
Of course.
Because why wouldn't they?
Yeah, right. I mean, God bless America and God bless the Killdozer.
Hey, talk to God.
I'm building a Killdozer.
What? He was right, man.
I'm
on Team Killdozer, and
Yeah.
I have been since I heard that story like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
If you want to go for that one last ride, that's the way to do it.
They just kept fucking him over.
How much shit does a man have to eat before he builds a fucking tank?
Too much.
Too fucking
I don't know
much.
too much about the story. Like, what pushed him over the edge?
So he had this piece of land and he was a master welder and he was just trying to start his business. He was new. No,
no,
literally.
I love this story.
He was literally just trying. He moved to a new town. He was just trying to start his business. Bought a shop. And the company next door was kind of like a company that I work for now. They've been there for generations and they like own the town because they've been there for generations. And like everyone that lives in that town either works there or works for them in some way, shape, or form kind of deal. And they were a concrete company and they just kind of like bought all the land around him and he like refused to sell his land. So eventually their company just engulfed his whole area, and every time he tried to do something or get a road built so that he could get people to his shop, they like did something that fucked with him and just stopped him from fucking getting his fucking business started. He just wanted to make an honest living.
How much shit does a man have to eat?
So for the next year, he just builds Killdozer in his machine shop, fucking that they've boarded in basically with their construction concrete company. And he's just, when you see the videos of like the compound of the land that the two companies were on, it's his machine shop literally in the center. And then the rest of it is just concrete trucks and the concrete shit. And he's literally trapped in there. And his house is like in the corner of the lot where his machine shop is. And like, I don't even know how he got to the grocery store and got out of his own driveway, to be honest.
Yeah, they fucked him over.
So there were like 3 people, and the 2 guys that owned the concrete company, one of the like local officials that was like in charge of zoning or whatever, and then like another business owner in town. He hit all 3 of them with the Killdozer.
That's revenge right there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You can't push people past certain fucking limits. Human beings only have so much patience for their fellow humans.
Well, that's just an untrained mind. Like, well, I don't know. You can go about it 2 ways. You can like, accept the fact and move on and try something else, or you just break. You do that. You build Killdozer.
Speaking of people getting fucked over in crazy documentaries, did you guys ever watch Bad Vegan?
No, I don't think so.
I think I tried to watch it a long time ago.
Like, obviously, you guys know me. I'm pretty judgmental. I judge books by their cover all the fucking time.
Yeah, of course.
But I saw that name and I was like, oh, this is going to be a stupid gay documentary. I watched the first episode and I had to finish the whole thing, like, in the next 2 days. But it was literally a documentary about this chick that owned one of the most successful vegan restaurants in Manhattan. And then started dating this dude that literally drained her bank account, stole money, like, we're talking like millions of dollars because of how successful her business was, and just drained her and her mom and just manipulated this chick into like spending all her money and shit and doing the shit he wanted to do. And like, it was crazy. And they eventually got caught because of a Domino's pizza delivery.
You got tated?
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
You got tated. I love following like the fake Andrew Tate Twitter accounts. It's like Madagascar, great movie.
Great movie, 10 out of 10. And it will like post under an anime girl and it'll be like, my wife. I need.
Oh my
something.
god.
My favorite are the fake alpha male meme pages, and they're like alpha male challenge 3:33 a.m. wake up 3:36 a.m. turbo wank 3:40 a.m. say good morning in the group chat 3:50 a.m. no one says it back 4 a.m. kill yourself.
Alpha.
That's literally kiddo's life.
Real man challenge. Turbo wank is my favorite part of that. And then
Yeah,
they say
of
good
course.
morning in the group chat. Oh boy. Have you guys seen that like pirate memes have gotten really popular recently?
No.
You guys haven't been seeing this? So it started with
I
the
think
one.
that's just your algorithm.
No way. No way.
It has to be.
No way. They came out of nowhere.
I mean, how much dinosaur memes are you guys getting?
Not that many.
Really? It's Dino
It
month.
must be your algorithm.
It's not my algorithm because it's Dino month.
Damn, bro.
I'm also not on any social media except for the smiley one.
That's my favorite one. That's the only real social media left to the public.
So you have it on your phone?
Yeah.
Yes? All right. So you notice how they changed their icon this month, right?
Yep.
Ooh, it's Dino month.
It's literally Dino month.
It's great.
No, it's like good to see companies not changing their like things to
I
the
know.
pride flag just because like it's such a scam, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's that stupid fucking
Xbox, the real ones.
Yeah, just the fire. I love that. That was dope.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with like Pride Month or whatever. Like, it's fine. I have no problems with it. It's just like, why they have to go balls to the wall, and how come they get a whole fucking month? Why can't they get a day like everyone else?
Yo,
mean-
big facts.
Yeah.
Dead
I'm
soldiers
not
get-
about to speak.
No, I
but-
know. But dead soldiers get a day, and gay pride gets a whole month. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, we got them dotted around the whole year, but
Yeah, no, absolutely. But in the grand scheme of things, there's really only like 2 or 3 big holidays for veterans and people that there's not even like a first responders holiday. And there
Yeah.
should be.
wouldn't that be Labor Day?
I mean, yeah, but that's all laborers.
Yeah.
Labor is labor. There should be the people that are spending their nights away from their own families, making sure you're not ODing on fucking heroin or fucking fentanyl, or the people out making sure drunk drivers aren't running red lights. Like,
I mean, nurses had their moment in the pandemic.
yeah, absolutely. And
But yeah, they should get like a month to recognize like the laborers, or
that's all I'm saying.
that would be nice.
Yeah. Everyone
But-
knows a nurse or a firefighter or a cop. Like, they're people in your community, you know? They
Yeah.
deserve some recognition too.
You should get the whole month off from work. Every day should be a national holiday.
You're a communist.
How can that be so? I love capitalism.
I know.
I love.
But nothing would get done. Nothing would improve. You wouldn't see all the innovation. We got to keep working.
You think the government should just give you money and you should have all the things you need to be happy and survive, and you should be able to pursue the things you want? That's just not how the world works.
That's how it could work, though. That's Andrew
How?
Yang's proposal.
I understand that's his proposal, but what happens when a country that doesn't have those views just comes in and stomps your whole fucking day because you don't have an army capable of defending yourself anymore?
I'm not saying you take the money out of the military budget,
No, yeah, and I'm not
but
saying that-
at the same time, though, our weapons get taken by Afghani goat farmers.
yeah, I'm not saying that the Biden administration did a good job pulling out of Afghanistan. I don't think anybody agrees with that.
All presidency is stupid because you have a bunch of people yelling for change, and then they're either a Democrat or Republican comes in and pulls a bunch of fucking shit, makes shit legal, makes other shit illegal, whatever.
Yeah,
And then the next guy comes along and just undoes it and undoes it,
yeah, no, and I completely understand. And we've had this conversation before, and that's why I think there should be a president for a lot, or not a president for a lot longer, but a select board of people that work with the president for a lot longer. He should have, he or she should have a group of advisors for a long time. And the person that starts at the bottom, eventually works their way to the top job in the advisory group so that they're there for a long time.
And they dedicate their lives
Yeah.
to like running shit.
Kind of like
smoothly.
how the Greek Senate used to work and the Roman Senate used to work. A group of people that dedicated their life to making sure the democracy worked and that nobody had too much power.
You want a hot take?
Yeah.
Government should be unpaid work.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah.
If you take money out of politics, you take problems out of politics.
It's a big fact. And it's like, politics make me sick. The American fucking political system is fucked up.
businesses in these politicians' pockets, and they're in their pockets.
Monopolies
and-
run this country. Don't be fooled. Government do not have all the power. The fucking corporations have all the power.
Oh yeah.
I'm of the belief that nothing can be changed unless the entire system is burned from the ground and a new group of founding fathers and mothers is started and created.
You can email us at fucking founders@gmail.com.
Fucking
right.
revolution.
Let's
Because,
go, baby.
Talk to God, and after we finish up with our cult stuff, we're going to be, the whole New World Order stuff. We don't have a plan yet, but it'll come. God
We'll be
talk
the
to
new
us.
New World Order.
Yeah.
We are the next nation.
Braver New World.
Braver.
And we're
You know
going
what?
back to how things used to be.
The Coliseum's coming back.
That's right.
Chariot racing and people beating each other up.
Pedophiles getting eaten by lions.
Exactly.
We're going to have
Exactly.
one-on-one combat for world wars from now on. Your best guy against our best guy. That'll settle it.
That would be a fucking awesome way to settle conflicts.
We've already talked about this. Mutual combat should be allowed,
Like your leader. To be fucking jacked.
We should just do my hot take all the people, do a world leader battle royale. Stick them on a fucking island and make them fucking duke it out. And whoever comes out on top can rule the world.
Just Hunger
Putin
Games.
would come out on top. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, but do you think the U.S. would send Biden as their representative?
Well, under Nate's rules, they'd have to.
They would
Yeah.
they would send Jimmy Carter.
Nixon. No, they'd send Teddy if they were going to send a president back from the dead. It'd be George, Teddy, or fucking Lincoln because they're all huge and jacked.
Why wouldn't they be? Chopping wood, tending stones.
That's right.
Don't see, there's the World War II guys. Those guys were men and all. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
founding fathers, those were fucking men.
Yeah.
Frontiersman.
Kill a bear with your hands kind of deal.
Yep, big Vex.
God an axe.
Slap a bitch, load a musket.
Yup.
George Washington just loved his midnight rides so goddamn much that it killed him. Because that was just what you did back then. Just take a midnight ride on your horse
Do
into
you,
nothingness.
An interview with Paul Revere.
do you guys understand how much less stress I would have in my life if I could walk down the street and just accuse somebody of witchcraft?
I would accuse everyone of witchcraft.
All your fucking neighbors. Like, I'm fucking sick of this.
As soon as they cross the line. Yeah,
Anytime someone cuts you off, write down their license plate, witchcraft.
that was a different time period.
Very accusatory. I'm sure it was just like a bitter winter.
The Salem witch trials. Giles Corey is such a funny character.
More weight. Talk to God. He said more weight.
Yo, where's he at now?
Giles?
Yeah.
Giles lives in legend, man.
All right. Giles Corey documentary. Who plays him?
Like, actor?
Yeah. What actor is gonna play Giles Corey?
Christian Bale.
I was
But
actually,
it's like
I was
Daniel
thinking,
Day-Lewis.
I was thinking Christian Bale too, honestly.
Very, very skinny Christian Bale, like fucking emaciated. Have you ever seen that
Yeah,
picture?
when he did the pianist, I believe.
Yeah.
or the machinist, one of the two.
One of those.
He's known for his crazy like body transformations for roles.
Literally one of my favorite memes of all time is tell a bitch you look like Christian Bale, but not which one.
Yeah, because it could be Vice
He was
Christian
also-
Bale.
yeah.
It could be American Psycho Christian Bale.
Who's crazier, Christian Bale or Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking hanging off of wings of a plane, fucking jumping across buildings. He broke his foot that way.
Have you guys seen the shit people have been talking about Mel Gibson? Not the shit they've been talking about, but have you seen the Mel Gibson shit
No.
From which decade?
from like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, which one?
He's coming out with like a 3 or 4 part docu-series about all the child sex trafficking going on and like the governments around the world and shit. And
Fucking good on him.
Yeah.
Speaking
for
out
him.
about it.
Good for fucking him, dude.
yo,
Reveal that fucking list.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, facts. Get it out there to the public, and the public needs to fight back.
And he looks ripped.
Yo,
Oh yeah, he's gonna braveheart us to this fucking.
I love it. Mel Gibson for president.
the Patriot.
I'd vote.
Uncle Donnie and Mel.
Donnie Wahlberg? Because that's what I was thinking,
Yeah,
dude.
right. Yeah,
So,
right.
all right. All right. Marky Mac as president. Donnie as VP.
It would have to be the other way around.
You think Donnie could handle the pressure?
He'd have to because Mark's
No
too
way.
busy.
Now that's a man that talked to God.
Every morning at 3 a.m.
Yeah, like start your day like Mark Wahlberg. Wake up at 3:30 in the morning. Talk to God. To work out. Eat. Talk to God.
Did
Should
you?
we-
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. Should we just like recruit people from Southie?
And
Come on,
do
man.
What with
Ah,
him?
jeez.
You're trying to pick the low apples from the tree.
But come on, we tell them to talk to God. They're like, oh, I know my big man Mark.
Shit.
Hey, if you download the Holy app, you can get guided prayer sessions with Mackie Mac.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Can you believe that in the year 2023, people are still trying to tell you God's real?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have an answer for it.
Who does?
Well, yeah. Let's not do this whole thing again.
Let's not.
Yeah, do we want to move to monthly?
Oh, that's right. No God talk.
We're gonna start a cult, and we all talk to God, but we all have 3 very different ideas of him.
You're going to tell them there's 12 gods. You're going to tell them there's one God. I'm going to tell them there's 0 gods.
That's right.
And they're going to believe all of it at once.
Mm-hmm.
All of us are trustworthy on this.
Well, it's good to just like, not have to worry about the afterlife and shit. I can see. So like you just let the big man in the sky take care of it. And
Yep.
then you can just live your life. And lots of people just choose to live that way. You know. You did more time in the church than I.
I know, but now I'm a heretic.
Amen.
I come from pagans. I
I have pagan
You
blood in me.
converted willingly, you little shit.
no, that was all my grandfather. He just he dived into that.
Witch trials, motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, I have pagan relatives.
What
I get it.
what I'm talking about is like your pagan ancestors, they converted willingly when they came over to England and France and to Western Europe when they were Vikings.
Oh yeah, we were some wild wood people. Just like,
Yeah.
living in the sticks.
And the English and the French were like, all right, stop killing us and you can stay here, but you got to talk to God. And they were like, all right, cool. We'll do that. So
Yeah, it was kind of like serfdom. A lot of slavery over the years in that part of the world. Only just got like independence in like the last 30 years.
Want to talk about it?
Yeah, actually. I hope they make it.
I hate that this has affected your people. My people.
let my people go.
Oh, yeah,
Your people
facts.
crazy.
My people are crazy. All sides of it too.
Oh,
The French, the Scottish.
I actually used your last name in my last playthrough of Crusader Kings because I needed a French king.
Let's go.
Yep.
It's a hard responsibility, but somebody's got to shoulder it.
I tried to make you to the best of my ability via look and personality and traits, and you became an emperor. So
Heavy is thy head with the crowd.
I made you very smart and pretty physical, and you were a decent soldier, but you were a better mastermind.
Napoleon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man. My man.
My man.
My man. Fuck Waterloo.
Nathaniel Bouchon.
Boshon.
I want to go to my ancestral roots. Be like, what's up, guys?
I feel like if we all
I'm
went
what
to,
you fall hard about.
What do you mean?
I feel.
What does it mean?
Oh, I see.
I feel like if we all went to our home countries and just looked at the people around us, it would just be like looking at ourselves.
Bro,
Somewhat.
it would be way too extreme on my end. I don't look enough like a Lebanese person. I got way too much Irish in me.
Yeah, you're a
Oh, I forgot
pretty
you're a
thick
terrorist.
mix.
Yeah,
I
I
forgot
know.
all about that.
I'm trying to do a bit about that, about how I don't know who I am because my father has no clue who he is, and he's having a culture crisis because, you know,
You can't pick one.
he's a Lebanese guy that thinks he's Italian and was raised Italian his whole life, but he's addicted to Irish folk music.
Is he any Irish?
No, that's his favorite kind of music, though.
He's a bomb jockey.
Whatever that means.
Terrorist.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get it at first. It went over my head. I get it now that I've replayed it in my head. Bomb jockey. I get it.
Hey.
Kaboom.
Can we get the applause?
Can we get my applause? My people's applause?
Shout out to the Lebanese, shout out to the Lithuanians, and shout out to the French. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go, dude. At the same time, though, I feel like I would hate the French.
I would.
I feel like I'd get along with the French just fine. My last name blends in, and I love cigarettes and bread.
I love bread. I belong in France.
I like me some bread, but they would pick on me hard
Why?
because I'm Polish and
Oh, yeah. They hate people that like bread.
they hate foreigners.
They do hate foreigners.
It would be really funny to see you in Italy because the food is so different. Like Italian food in America is not Italian food in Italy.
I know that him is just like this little scoop of pasta, and I'd be like, "What?"
I think it'd be funny to ride in the canals in Venice with Nate. And the guy, the guy that's singing, he's like looking at all the passengers getting on. He's like, oh, okay, we'll go anyway.
So it would be really funny to just like prank Nate and try to hold Nate's hand in a place like Provincetown, but in places like Paris or fucking Italy, I would constantly be getting down on one knee and pretending to propose to Nate everywhere we went. Just to see him fucking turn as red as he is right now.
I just keep walking.
Yeah, not if I got in front of you and made a big scene about it.
I'd step over you like Allen Iverson and just keep strolling.
Word were to get out, they'd put a stop to it eventually.
I don't care.
Somebody would.
Do it for the vine.
I wish I had a camera on me, like on my body at all times. I wish I had a body cam.
Why?
It'd be funny.
How many more years is it going to be before you become a cop?
I would never be a cop.
I don't know about that.
But like, would I impersonate a cop?
No.
Yes. No. Yeah, no. That's crazy.
Is it?
Yeah, you tell me.
I don't think it is.
I'll act as a transfer,
Yeah?
fresh out of the academy,
A rat?
and then I'd get into the files. I honestly, that's on my bucket list.
To get into the files?
No, fake being a cop in a small town.
Let's start a cult.
Well, first I gotta be a cop.
No, I know. That's how
Service to the people.
that's
and
how
all
we'll get our
that.
first couple followers.
Talk to God.
Middle America is where we'll find our followers.
And then I'll make a movie about it called God Cop.
Yep. Was he a cop?
Or
Was he a god?
What's a king to a god? What's a god to a cop? What's a cop to a non-believer?
All right.
All right.
All right.
You nailed it. Culture's so funny. Because, like, can you believe that shit? Like the Jim Jones thing.
You're gonna drink this Kool-Aid.
They're like, you know what? Yeah.
Guyana.
Talk to God.
Talk to God.
Jonestown.
That's all it takes.
That is some crazy influence right there. I read like the first big chunk of The Raven, and just talking about him as a kid and how he had it in him that he wanted to just like speak in front of all these people, and he'd do anything just to get up on the podium. So he like joined the church and then like started a church, and that's the chain effect of it all. Crazy bastard.
It is a crazy world out there, after all. Tell that to the guy that invented hot Cheetos.
That's right.
That's fucking nuts.
I bet you he talked to God too.
You know what God said? Put that seasoning in that bag.
That's right.
Do it, Miguel.
I
don't
think
know his real name.
I actually think Cheetos are better not hot. I like hot Cheetos, but I think they're better without it. And I don't know if I'm a Puffs guy or a Crunchy guy, because they both got their fucking benefits.
I switch back and forth.
See, I like crunchy better, but I don't like that they get stuck in my teeth
Yeah.
way more than Puff.
That's fair.
And then you're just picking it out all night.
Mm-hmm.
And like doing the fucking windshield wiper thing with your tongue on your teeth, to get all the fucking cheese off.
Plus, nothing infuriates me more than fucking cheesy fingers. When I saw Toy Story 2 for the first time, and the scene where the fucking fat guy falls asleep on the couch with the cheese puffs on his lap and he's got cheesy fingers and Bullseye's licking the fucking... That disgusted me. And I've just hated cheesy fingers ever since then.
I wish it did the same thing to
But
me.
it actually it did the reverse, and it inspired you to get cheese calluses.
Yeah, I'm just becoming that guy now.
Al's Toy Barn.
You're like that guy that can't... He's gonna die if he stops eating mac and cheese. Like he's got like an IV hooked up to Stouffer's.
Just a cheese fucking tube.
It's so fucking disgusting.
Ugh. Velveeta in the IV.
That's so fucking gross.
It's so thick.
I won't eat government issued cheese. I fucking refuse. So Velveeta and Kraft fall under that fucking category.
Oh, Kraft's fine. But
Oh, dude, what do you mean?
I love Kraft. I'd get a sponsor from Kraft.
Fucking sheep.
You should get a Kraft tattoo.
No.
That's
Should have just
garbage.
said Nate, but it looks like
Slate.
something like that.
You should get, all right, so a tattoo I did, right? It's an unwrapped Kraft singles, and it says chosen underneath it. I need to tell him I talked to God. Hey, maybe that's it. We won't even sell him a God. We'll sell him a fucking... We'll put
An inanimate. I can't say that word.
I've-
Inanimate.
an inanimate object. It's
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's wrong, because technically cheese is alive, because technically it's cultures.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we should just be worshiping a cheese god.
American cheese is not alive. American cheese is plastic.
Yes, then that's my point. But like mozzarella or overlords, if we can convince the people to bow down to cheese,
You've already got a cult started there.
Oh,
People are really
exactly.
crazy about cheese.
Yeah, they put that shit on everything.
have you met this guy?
I have. I've lived with this guy.
This man is cheese.
He eats it right out of the bag.
Yeah, I do. 3 a.m., 3 p.m.
But think
It
about
don't
all the
matter.
division that would be amongst the cheese people. There are cheese people that don't like other cheese people, and you like goat cheese people. They think they're so much better than the regular cheese people, and it would just cause a divide in our cult.
But we come under one Cheesus.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
No, that's genius. That's genius. That's exactly what we needed. See, we're already there. And it's like everybody loves it. It's universally loved around the entire fucking world. Name one place that doesn't eat cheese. That's right. You can't think of one.
Antarctica.
You sure about that?
Yeah, penguins don't eat cheese, man.
Proven.
Maybe they would. They probably would. They'd probably throw up.
You're like in the penguin exhibit at a zoo. You're like, come here.
Do you eat cheese?
Try shaking them like,
Eat it.
Oh, that's also on my bucket list. Impersonate a zookeeper for a week.
A whole week?
Yeah.
some shit goes down with the lion.
I'm a new guy. I haven't gotten a name tag yet. You're just constantly sweating.
You're in the exhibits.
I was just cleaning up.
They're like, what are you doing in there? They're supposed to be in the other pen while you're cleaning up.
These animals, they get messy.
You just hop down the pit.
Feeding time.
You have a monkey in your shirt.
Like, what are you doing?
He's just bonding,
Bonding.
sweating.
When will they find out?
They don't know I'm in charge of the rhino army. What are they gonna
Planning
find
a
out?
breakout.
Be free, my friends. Be free.
Speaking of rhinos, I watched a rhino pick a fight with a fucking elephant today, and the rhino had a fucking newborn with it, and the fucking elephant rolled the rhino over the newborn, and the newborn was fine. It got up and ran away, but then the elephant proceeded to fuck up the rhino to the point where, like, the rhino was like, I'm sorry. And it was really cool.
I love those videos.
Do you remember your first apology from a rhino?
No.
I remember mine. It was on that atomic rhino bottle of smelling salts. And it was like, if this doesn't work, we'll give you your money back.
And it didn't work, right?
You know, it worked.
Oh, it
It
fucking
made
worked.
me cry.
Let's do it
It's like a
Yeah, we should get some.
yeah.
for the pod.
Yeah, God, yeah. They're fun.
Let's do it.
We should just
Sounds like bath salts.
steal it back.
Yeah, Poogie's had it for weeks.
Had what for weeks?
The smelling salts.
Why does he use them?
Oh, it's a party trick for him. He doesn't do it himself.
Oh, he just offers them to people?
But if he's got him out, I'll take a puff.
Because you're a junkie.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's like a syringe of salt just shooting up your nose.
Why would I want to do that?
So you're up and active.
Because, at the end of the day,
That's my least favorite part about the ocean.
life
Getting salt up my nose.
life just is chasing highs. It's
I
just
don't
a
need
new
a-
high to chase.
I don't need another thing to be addicted to.
I don't
Whether
think you get addicted.
I
to
don't
this.
know.
Yo, you know what you're missing?
What?
A gambling addiction.
I don't need one. I don't want one.
But you
Already
could.
Dude.
has one.
Dude, all I'm saying is, now hear me out on this. I know I come up with a bunch of crazy schemes, but this one's legit. Gambling is the only thing that you can put in 100% of your money and get back 300,000% of your money.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
No way. No way. They say 99.9% of gamblers that quit gambling quit right before their biggest fucking win.
Right. What's the most money you've ever won from a casino?
$17.
You?
Probably like 70, but I lost it all.
I walked out of there once with 150, and that's the last dollar they'll get from me because casinos are stupid.
So I've played scratchies and I've bet on one MMA fight and I have gambled, been to the casino like 3 times.
Yeah, sports betting ever since it came to Massachusetts has been. It was awesome at first because I was up like 200.
And now you're broke?
No, I'm just down 50.
Everybody I know is winning big off of really preposterous bets, and I got to thinking because it's legal now in Mass, I think it's rigged. So I think this year everybody's gonna like bust out with really big winnings, but then next year
Oh yeah.
you're gonna have a lot of gambling addiction increase in Massachusetts.
We've all read The Godfather. We all know the mob owns gambling. All this means is the mob finally got their hands on Mass.
Boston.
But also like the government could own gambling.
What's a bigger mob than the government.
That's a big fact. The people need to take their power back.
We should all just go get our gun licenses together.
Storm the.
No. That's
But
not
that's
what
the
I
other
was
thing.
saying.
I want to impersonate a guy that's got a gun license.
So you don't want one?
It's not about that.
Okay, what's it about then?
Well, I don't like illegal guns.
Fair enough. Trying to prove a point that the criminal will always get a gun.
They don't have a right to tell me what I can and can't buy for guns. I can't buy flavored blunt wraps. I can't buy automatic weapons. I can't buy fireworks.
We just live in a stupid state. I'm sick of living in a blue state because one city is blue.
I'm sick of reporting things I do to the government. They want to know everything. They're involved in fucking everything, and it's ridiculous.
So move to South America.
Example. Nate and I are planning on camping soon. We were looking through campsites, and we reached out to a place like pretty close by, and $60 fucking bro, per night, just to pitch on tent and sleep on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The company has to make money.
I don't believe in it.
All right, so
You
go
can't-
camp in the
You
woods.
can't charge me for sleeping on the ground. You just can't do it.
Why?
You remember Killdozer?
Yeah, I remember.
How much shit
Killdozer.
does a man have to fucking eat?
That's just being a part of society. You have to pay for certain things. For most things.
It's the woods.
Yeah, and it's somebody's property that they own that they're allowing you to sleep out on. If you want to go camp in your backyard.
I don't believe in it.
We should just camp on the ball field.
Honestly, you want to hear a hot take? I should give my first cult speech at the ball field and prevent all the parents from parking in front of my house
Yeah.
and running over the speed limit signs.
They did that?
Yeah, they knocked it over and then they like threw it onto the field. Angry dad is my guess.
Oh.
Kid was underperforming. You know how it goes. You know what it's like living next to a fucking baseball field?
Must
Do you have any fucking idea what my life is like?
not be cool.
Dude, you wake up, they're playing baseball. You go to bed, they're playing baseball. They are playing baseball at this time of the year nonstop. They fucking mow the grass at like 7 a.m. every fucking morning, and they are playing their first game by 8:30.
It's baseball season, baby.
There's a ginormous hole, a gaping hole in my fence that connects my yard to the baseball field. So there's always little tykes running in and grabbing their fucking baseballs. And we're pretty sure one of the baseballs hit Zach's windshield and cracked it.
So you know what I would do in that situation?
By a gun.
I would buy a paintball gun and start shooting people.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no other way.
Yep.
But at the same time, I want to start selling them hot coffee.
Lemonade. It's hot.
I get some Dells.
Yep.
Become a Dells vendor.
That's right.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, after all.
Sell
nice.
lemonades and get hitting baseballs.
And on that note, we love you. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.